Hello viewers, welcome to Africa and Beyond Television Network, and let us talk about President Nelson Chamisa's possible plans in a new Great Zimbabwe. So it's very important for us to be doing so that we get to understand the direction we need to take as a nation. So I have seen a lot of things happening around Zimbabwe, but let us talk more about the most important. So, what is President Nelson Chamisa's plan? What does President Nelson Chamisa intend to do to make sure that he takes Zimbabwe out of this quagmire? It's very important to understand the plan of the leader so that when we tap into his grace, we'll be taking a deep understanding of what needs to be done. President Nelson Chamisa speaks about the truth. And honestly, the scripture says, the truth shall set you free. And whenever we expect new things to happen, we must be number one, truthful. We must be telling the truth as it is. That is a number one achievement, which the government of President Nelson Chamisa need to make sure that they have. If they manage to actually build the government based on the truth, then you start to see things happening. You will not be basing your governance on lies. He says, truth in government, where we are going, Zimbabwe shall work and function on the basis of truth and nothing else. This is a pledge being made by President Nelson Chamisa to say, okay, for our government to function, we need to tell each other the truth. So, if Mr. President misfires, he must be told the truth. Mr. President, this is not the right thing to do. You have erred here and there. And you will see things being corrected instantly. When a leader wants to hear the truth, the nation will prosper because every voice of reason will always point to the weaknesses, which means the president will be using those weaknesses as a measure of correction. Then you start to see things moving forward. He speaks about the entire government, the president's office, the public officials, and the public institutions like ZBC. Every institution, you go to ZBC, the truth will be told. You go to the police Zimbabwe, the truth will be told. You go to the judiciary, the truth will be told. You go to the president's office, the highest office, Irukuchikiwa at this moment in time, and the truth will be told. You know, if you are to walk in the streets of Harare and tell the truth of kungotaura kuti zvinhu zvakaoma uchidaidzira, you'll be arrested for that and you'll be charged. You'll never get bail. But is that not the truth? That's the truth. Kids are failing to go to school, but if you are to tell it, you'll be arrested. Things are not okay. Salaries which are being given to civil servants are not enough. So many bad things are happening. But if you talk about it, you lose your job, you lose a promotion, you'll be victimized somehow. But President Nelson Chamisa pledges to build his government based on the truth, which means we won't have propaganda, we won't have falsehoods, we won't have hate, we won't have malice. So we must have a government which is going to be built on the rock called the truth. And you will see wonders starting to happen. So this is a very great plan from President Nelson Chamisa, because truthfulness brings honesty, brings integrity, and everything else begins to have different and better results. But there are allegations that you are centralizing power around yourself. How true is this? So President Nelson Chamisa is not centralizing power around himself. He's working with a team. But preventing some things from happening does not mean that you are power hungry. Nelson Chamisa is one of the few leaders who are not power hungry. If he was power hungry, he could have used his influence, popularity, and power to take over power. But they said, no, I'm not going to walk to State House on top of dead bodies. I'm not going to use my popularity, my power to force things. Let things be done according. That is the message from President Nelson Chamisa. Because before I answer you, who is making these malicious allegations? So people who bring some issues and pretend as if they are hearing those issues from some quarters. They will never come and say he is doing A, B, C, D. These will be accusations. And this is a very important question asked by President Nelson Chamisa, which they will find it difficult to answer. So, honestly speaking, Team Zimbabwe, we need to reflect as a people and start to see things as they are. Lies have been told, have been spoken in the nation of Zimbabwe to an extent where people do no longer respect what is called the truth. They no longer even care about the truth. Let us start to tell each other the truth. So it's difficult to tell the truth. Mumba chaimo chaimo. Zvikanzi politics aside, present people are suffering. What exactly can be done to resolve this? We voted for change, but vakabvuta toita sei nai mukuru. And President Nelson Chamisa says we are on it. And I believe that is working for a solution to make sure that we have a long-lasting solution. So zvikanzi ma-MP edu ari kushanda nechokwadi here, Mr. President, oro vachazochinja vave mugovernment. The citizens are and must be the guidance of excellence, integrity, and standards in government. So this gives and emboldens the citizens when they are making decisions. An MP will not say, okay, ndichange ndichingori MP by force or by ginde. They'll understand their roles when they get into government. We need to end the issue of personalities, the issue of individuals, the issues of kanandisiri na iviwe. That is what President Nelson Chamisa is fighting to eradicate. So we need people who understand that where we are at this moment in time, we are at the defining moment. Definition of a true Zimbabwe must be set. But it won't be easy. It won't be easy to redefine the course Zimbabwe must take. Each and every promise in one sentence. ZANU lies excessively, but all politicians lie. Did you not promise that something would happen before 2023 and today is 5 January? So for people, if you say things are getting corrected, they expect kuti zvinhu zvibve zvangoita one day. What is a process? People do not understand the word process. When you are processing sugar, you start by planning. Then you have workers. Then you prepare the land. Then you plant. Yokura gore rese nzimbe. Ichiitwa zvakasiyana siyana. Then at the end of the day, tosvika papoint yekuti taakukohwa. But tasvika ipapo tichaenda kuplant, yosvinwa, yoprocesswa, yogadzirwa, yonzi yaashuga. It takes a lot. That same happens when you're in politics or when you're talking about change. It's not an overnight thing. It's something which needs to be worked. Because remember, the person you are dealing with is clinging onto power akaruma sechikwekwe. It won't be easy. So I do not know why the people of Zimbabwe continue to say, let us do A, B, C, D as if we are in a hurry. Let us put measures in place and do things according to time and processes that will make the people of Zimbabwe have something different. So this is what I decided to bring to you, to the people of Zimbabwe. President Nelson Chamisa's future plans are based on telling the truth. The government must be truthful. From the president's office to the last office, the truth must reign. And for us to be able to do so, let us adjust ourselves. Let us start to tell the truth as it is, so that we are able to transform and build that kind of Zimbabwe we all wish to have. So once panapa, Zimbabwe can change overnight the moment Chamisa is president. And ZANU-PF is a crying shame. So when the plan for Chamisa, it can't help anyone if it is not close to, is it NDF? Okay. So personally, I believe in processes. I believe that change will come to the nation of Zimbabwe, and the foundation was set. And what we are now waiting for is for the structure to be completed so that we can move in to the new great Zimbabwe. So it is what it is, Team Zimbabwe. We'll continue to be hopeful, we'll continue to have this conversation up until we realize the full change.